For most of the last decade, financial crime enforcement has been reactive. Prosecutors chase individual offenders, regulators fine firms after the money's already gone, and sanctions signal displeasure, and then the infrastructure just keeps running. June was the month that changed that, because it was this month that enforcement simply stopped chasing offenders and started attacking concentrations. Here's what I mean. Industrial scale financial crime doesn't depend on a million criminals. It depends on a small number of choke points, the cloud accounts, the payment rails, the mule networks, professional gatekeepers, and the malware servers. Take those out and you cause disruption wildly out of proportion to the effort. Now, that's not a new idea. Criminologists have argued it for years. What was new in June is that enforcement finally acted like they believed it. Take the Southeast Asian scam compounds. For 2 years, we've been raiding the compounds themselves. But last month, enforcement went after the service economy underneath them. The DOJ seized the cloud account running the laundering back end. South Korean police dismantled an $11 million mule network feeding the Cambodian fishing lines. And OFAC went after the Princes Group's leadership tier, not its foot soldiers. Different layers, but the same logic. Sanctions changed character too. They stopped being a foreign policy signal and became a criminal justice instrument, hitting patronage networks, leadership tiers, whole revenue streams, and for the first time, coordinated bilaterally between the US and the UK on scale. Then the regulators. Quietly, the UK rewrote its money laundering rulebook and handed anti-money laundering supervision of law firms and accountancy practices to the FCA. It's one of the biggest supervisory reforms since 2017, and it closes a loophole where firms could shop around for the softest regulator. And in cybercrime, Operation Endgame ran 2 more phases in a single month, and for the first time used AI to prove that 2 separate malware families were sharing the same infrastructure, so they could be taken down in one strike. Infrastructure takedowns used to be rare, spectacular, and one-off events, but in June they became a repeatable method. Now, I'm not going to tell you that the war is won because it's far from over. The compounds are already relocating. Peru, the Philippines, and even as close to home as the Isle of Man, new malware builds appeared within days of the takedown. The real question isn't whether enforcement can hit these choke points. They've proven that. It's whether they can hit them faster than the criminals can rebuild them. But the pattern is real. 4 threads: the service economy, sanctions, supervision, and cybercrime. But one important shift. Enforcement stopped being reactive and started being structural. And that's the direction the evidence has pointed for more than a decade. June was the month that enforcement caught up. I've broken all of this down properly in this month's lab report, and if financial crime is something that you take seriously, you need to subscribe to stay informed and follow the Financial Crime Lab to put evidence into action against financial crime.